So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. 3rd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Garendo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Jennings. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing again is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one. One of the tight ends in motion right. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Titans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks. That is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Well, they just try a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with the big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming Getting started with 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Automatic 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion, it's Robinson. They run on the jet sweep. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Off balance throw, it's complete.
Pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
So, on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Titans offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They get 14 on that hookup. First down for Tennessee.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll drop to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Purdy. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, Purdy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Pollard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. On 2nd down, Purdy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Purdy gonna put it up again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock. Open man is Robinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Purdy again. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
First and 10 for Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Purdy now on second down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Purdy works out of the pistol. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. They get 25 on that connection. First down, 49ers. They'll give it to Garendo. Yeah. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield, taken down back at the 3.
Well, it's clear they didn't have a lot of confidence in their ability to generate enough push inside. That's why they decided to attempt this run on the perimeter. But watch the speed and pursuit of this defense to string this ball out, and they're able to take them down for a loss.
He's got it at the 3. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Sending a receiver right. We'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll get this down to the 14-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the handoff, it's Guerrero. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the ground, it's Guerrero. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
There's that man again, another catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Titans. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On 2nd down, here's Pollard. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll run. Here's Garendo. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll drop to throw. There's Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. So a win here for the 49ers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.